I'm waiting for you.
Go ahead.
Okay, now on to the testimony. And there is no one actually spoke for the resolutions or whatever, even though Rick said he would allow it. So there's
Nobody actually spoke for any of the resolutions that were pending?
Yes, correct.
Oh.
Even though Rick said
You could do it, I see. All right.
yeah. But the first was one of the disability advocates talked about the ADA anniversary, and his issue was a combined weight on lifts. That they're supposed to be under 600 pounds. But I guess he had a lady. There's a lady there was saying that they were denying her because she was like slightly over, and I guess the issue was that the ADA requirement is 600 pounds, but that their buses can supposedly do more of that, and no, because her and their combined wheelchair was over, and so. But they said staff is going to talk about because the issue was they had like 2 stress fractures and 2 lifts, but there's argument that was only 2 and yada yada. But another thing was about the lift. He was saying that the lift eligibility that they're worried is going to lead to cuts in funding.
Oh, because they're screening or something?
Yeah, and there are some issues with that, about people, it's being denied. But then next, Cameron Johnson spoke. And then Ron Swearin, which I believe is on Portland Transport.
Oh, yeah, what did he say? Do you remember?
About the 70 on Umatilla. His issue was with the Line 70 buses on Umatilla going until 12:30. It's not just the buses, really. There's the taverns there, the bikes, joggers.
Oh, we'll have to put that one up freestanding. Okay.
And then John Charles spoke about a BRT study, and which I could probably find to you, but to that, I just quickly say that it's not. He's kind of talking about BOT for Milwaukee, though it's not an apples-to-apples comparison because to do everything Milwaukee Max does, you have to build a new bridge, new right-of-way, whatever. And anyways, and another person, I think this was one of the Opal people, talked about East Portland issues like access to bus stops, around 122nd Division. And then there's 2 people talking about minority contracting. I guess there's a lawsuit between Scanner and Lamar, which does the Trimet advertising, and over in requests for proposals. Then Ray Polani, which is a long-time transit advocate, talked about his 2 issues, which are subway underground Portland, downtown Portland, and also having the East Side Max, so having Milwaukee Max go north up the East Side. Then Darla Story spoke. And said about they're going the right direction, and that's about the education in schools. We're learning about that. And then there's a guy talked about decreasing subsidies that other agencies, but I argue other agencies may pay less because he was saying that other agencies have a higher fare box rate and they'll get more money from the of their operations. Though also, I would argue that he was comparing 1971 to today, which is a lot different. There's Trimet. He said that there's less percentage of employees in operations, so I agree that Trimet does a lot more stuff than then. 71, they ran buses and that was it. There was no planning, no other stuff. And then Lou Church talked about the free rail zone and whatnot. And lastly, some people brought up the issues with the fare increase, so I argue they don't really say what an alternative is, And that's
it?
Basically it. And there's a transit investment plan.
Oh, that's too complicated.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.